quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Man, I got you.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
Block now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the screen.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
You're not ready.
Be grip.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
18 game. General West.
Let's set a time.
5. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll find Royce Freeman, the running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the boot.
Ready.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Clock now on first down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Here we go, here we go. Check 13. Check 13. Shift.
Now.
From midfield, here's Locke. Looking deep downfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Go. Watch the
A first carry now. This is Williams. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Yellow. Right.
45. Right here. Take it.
45.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Yellow. 180.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Check 45 to Mike. Check.
15. You must be treated.
45 to Mike. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
45, 45, Mike, 45. You must attack. 45 is the Mike. Here we go.
Yellow.
Crunch. Echo.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Yellow. I'm on, Eddie.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Easy.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hero 15.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Attack.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Hayward. Let's go.
And again, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
50, 50. Better bring.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And Robinson with a big catch. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back.
Attack.
Hey, watch it. No.
Yellow.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Yellow.
Switch.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ready? 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Locke to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Yellow. 180.
You better bring it. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Chef.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Keep tight end.
Hey, Fenty.
87's getting the ball. 87.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now it's Peterson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Locke. This complete to Jones. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Quick slant there. Gets him the first down. 6 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Locke. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. The Bronco first down there. 12 yards on the play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
45 to Mike.
Attack.
Coming to you. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Hey, switch it.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
58 to Mike. I'm coming.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Come back.
Check nickel. Stay open.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game. They're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go. Hey, check. Mike.
Mahomes going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, 57. Mike 50. You.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Box trot. Ready?
Locked to throw for it on 4th. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. Block now to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They look to throw. It's Locke. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Freeman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tyrell Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Peterson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Smooth. 53's mine. Check it.
Now Locke. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Locke. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Locke to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
43. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. Delta. I got him. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the run.
To throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete here. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Watch out.
Mahomes to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for KC. 52 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football. And especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. from back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. Back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Royce Freeman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Locke. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I got him.
First throw of overtime from Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.